Hello, independent artists. And I really mean that. I have got a big vision for what I mean by independent artists. I have this sense that the indie artist is playing small. The indie artist, that whole paradigm of indie artists with just like your few or your hundreds or your thousands of ride or die fans. Like that's a pretty cool life as an indie artist with thousands of ride or die fans. I still feel like you're playing a little bit small. For me, the idea of an independent artist is someone who is not just making a living in your chosen art form as a musician, as a dancer, as an actor, but that you are truly independent. So that means to me being truly independent financially, artistically, psychologically, emotionally, artistically. Did I say that? Financially, did I say that? It means being really, truly independent. Hi, I'm Fiona Flyte. If you're new to my channel, it's important that you know that my mission here is to lead a revolution of artists becoming truly profitable. Artists becoming truly profitable. So my own background is as a singer, actor, singing teacher, and I brought that with me to the online space where I started to study social media, online marketing, online business, and took myself to already over 100K in sale, no, 100K cash, 200K in sales online as an opera singer doing social media. And so I have this deep sense of what it is to be an indie artist because I was making my living in music for decades, and an independent artist where the sky isn't even the limit in terms of how much money and how much freedom and how much artistic freedom and satisfaction we can in fact garner for ourselves without needing gatekeepers to give us permission. Now, from my perspective, the gatekeepers are wonderful as collaborators. We just don't want to give our power away to this sometime in the future where we're going to have the resources and the people in our lives to help us build the career and business of our dreams. I'm saying let's get independent now and let's build that dream now so that when you are in relationship with a potential collaborator, whether that's an agent, a manager, a label, a producer, a production house, a PR person, a social media manager, whoever you want to collaborate with, or colleagues, that you come to the table with this sense of deep knowing of your own extraordinary gifts, what it is that you're bringing to the table, and a sense of your brand. And by brand, I mean your deepest why, like the why you're here, the way in which you show up, the how you want to be perceived by the world, the sense of confidence in the knowing of, yes, this is what I'm here to do. This is who I am. So that there isn't ever going to be a manager, a label, or anybody else that's going to define your brand for you. I think this is huge and a big part of what it means to be an independent artist. So I'm going to share a story with you briefly, and it's a two-part story, and it involves two people. The first part is me, and it was me as an indie artist making my living in music and not being especially satisfied with what was coming my way. So I was making a living, but it did definitely feel like I had to take every gig and I needed to drive all over town and I needed to hustle, hustle, hustle. That's not what I'm talking about. When I'm talking about being an independent artist, I do not mean hustle, 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 overwhelm, burnout. I mean taking the projects that really appeal to you. I mean having a glorious time doing whatever it is that you want to do. And right now, I just remembered I'm meaning to multitask. And somebody recently in my free Facebook group said, gosh, the thing that is the hardest for me is time. I want you to build your content around your life and not build your life around your content. And so this is something I'm going to be modeling more and more. So I'm going to be doing laundry while I continue this conversation with you. So as I was saying, I was doing okay as an independent, as an indie artist, but I definitely was frustrated that I wasn't getting more of the quote better opportunities coming my way, and I had no idea how to pursue them on my own. This is something that can be taught, but at the time I just thought I needed somebody external, some agent or manager to get me the gigs, get the gigs for me. And so when I got a cold call, which I now realize it was a cold call from the caller ID was Beverly Hills, and I thought, oh, this is like, well, I didn't know what to think. This was before there was quite as much spamming through the phone as there is now. But at the time it was like, oh, I'm getting a legitimate call from Beverly Hills. I will answer. I answered, and it was what I now realize was a cold call of I think, manager pitching to represent me. And I felt so flattered, and I thought, oh, this is amazing. And what? I'm supposed to pay you a retainer? I don't think I'm supposed to do that. But gosh, this sounds great. You only work with classical musicians. Oh, wow. Okay, well, this sounds exciting. And I was like doing the math, and I think it was like $300 a month. And I was thinking, okay, well, I have the $1,800. I could do it for 6 months, and then, I should be getting gigs from this. So we'll take it from there. Well, fast forward 6 months, and I had gotten no gigs, and it was really, really awful. And I just thought, gosh, I fell for a scam. Why am I wasting my money? And I called to cancel. Now, to cancel the arrangement. Now, when I called to cancel the arrangement, and in terms of the contract, it was month to month. It wasn't like I was reneging on a longer term contract. So I called to cancel, and I spoke to not the one that had called me, but his partner to cancel. And I got to tell you, he ripped into me. He told me I was no good. He told me I was a crap performer. He told me that the reason they couldn't book me was because I was so bad. And it was devastating. I mean, he laid into me in exactly that way that you most fear when you're already insecure about are you enough to begin with. And I got off that call in tears and just like, I mean, wiped out. And I realized, I realized a lot about that experience over time. But what I mostly realized was the degree to which I had given my own power away to somebody who didn't ever have my best interests at heart and really was just there to get the $300 retainer from me and a whole bunch of other clients every month. So this is very much how I would see myself in that indie artist phase. And I want to give you an alternative version, an alternative illustration of one of my dear friends. I can't exactly call her a client, although I have helped her with social media in a formal capacity because we're such close friends. We really just support each other through in our areas of expertise. That being said, she's for sure representative of the work I do with my clients. And she is a multi-passionate musician, therapist, mom, and all the rest. And she is the manager and leader of her band. So she is the lead singer, or she's one of two lead singers, and she also is the manager of the band. And what I have observed in her is just extraordinary. I mean, extraordinary what she has built for herself. And it's all based upon her networking through primarily Facebook and Facebook Messenger, making connections, talking to people, talking about the band, and then inviting people to come to her shows, come to the band shows, and doing community networking. I mean, she is extraordinary in what she has done, but you are able to do this too. It's not just her with some kind of unique skill set. I mean, yes, she's good with people, but a lot of us are good with people. And if you're not good at people if you're not good with people, you can certainly learn. But my point is that she discovered along the way, because she at one point brought in an agent to to book gigs for them was that she was actually doing a better job of getting gigs, all in the no $100 gigs. We're talking thousands of dollars every time they perform. One of the gigs was a $10,000 gig. And she is booking these for herself. And this to me is what it means to be an independent artist. She is able to travel with her family and her band for work, doing gigs, or doing shows, really. And she's also able to just travel because she wants to travel, because they get the money together from her work and from all of her work and her husband's work. I mean, yes, it's a community effort, but my point is that she is independent as an artist, making an extraordinary life for herself and for the other musicians in her band, because she was willing to take on the responsibility of the marketing, of the networking. Now, you may be listening to me and say, yes, Fiona, I get it, but I don't want to market. I just want someone to do it for me. And I'm sorry to tell you, but at the early stages, if you learn to do it yourself and you commit to it with determination and follow through, wow, what you can achieve for yourself. But if you continue with this sense of like, please do it for me, I can't wait to hire a PR agent, I cannot wait to, or PR representative, I cannot wait to, I cannot wait for an agent, I can't wait to get a label, I can't wait to get a contract, then you're waiting, aren't you? I can't wait, but I'm waiting. When I'm saying, let's stop waiting and let's start doing. Let's take responsibility and build this career for yourself, because I know you can do it. If you've been here for a while, you know that this is the first sort of coaching type video, teaching type video that I have released in quite some time. You can scroll back through my channel and you're going to see so many useful videos on social media, on business, on mindset. And the format is a little bit different than what you're seeing today. Today is this new level frequency that I'm going to be bringing to all of my channels. Not real heavy on the editing, and instead real deep on the depth. That's what we're going to be doing this year. I'm very committed to alignment and frequency, energetic alignment and frequency this year. And so what I'm going to be bringing to you is the truth of my knowings, my beliefs, of my experience, of my life. I'm going to be bringing you the truth of what I know to help you to build a phenomenal business, a phenomenal career, a phenomenal life as an independent artist. If you are not already social, if you are not already following me on social media, that is where I would suggest you connect, because I have a lot of new programs coming this year. Lots of free programs, lots of paid programs. And I'm not going to be using YouTube to pitch you the programs, at least that's not how I'm feeling right now. That may change, but not today. Today, I'm wanting to say, come join me on social media where you can learn about the paid programs that I offer. You can message me, you can DM me, you can ask questions, and definitely come and join my free Facebook group. So I'll leave links in the description and to all of my socials and to my free Facebook group. In the free Facebook group, that's where we deepen. I'm doing deepening calls on every YouTube video that comes out. I'm doing Q&As in there. There's a lot of valuable resources, just like there's you can go and binge my library of YouTube videos. Come on over and binge the library of live Facebook trainings as well. And this is what is required. If you want to build an extraordinary life and business, then you're going to need to get some education. If you have a sense of, I'm not so sure that I want to be so committed to social media, come and deal with that. If you already have a social media presence and it's really amazing, you've got tons of fans, but you don't know how to monetize them, come on over. I can help you with that. This is what I'm here for. I'm here to help you become a profitable performer, a truly independent artist. Okay? Now go out into the world and shine your light. You have a voice, you deserve to be heard, and the world deserves to hear you.